Hey yo, what's good? Ms.Fit, Murder F Gang. This is my dumb advice. Hey yo, what's poppin', man? This is my dumb advice, and today's topic is it cool to still be friends with your ex? Now this is an interesting topic, man. I'm telling you, it's an interesting topic because a lot of people have asked me this, right? I ask people for feedback all the time, and I ask people to give me topics that we want to discuss. And I mean, that was a huge one on the list, so I feel like it was important for me to cover it. First and foremost, I have been on both ends of that. So I do have mixed feelings about being friends with your ex. Now, there's all different kinds of exes and personalities, and how y'all relationship ended is a huge part of that, right? But it also depends on the new partner that you're with, right? Because some people are just more understanding of those kind of things, Some people are very territorial and they're like, nah, fuck that. If you was with this person, I ain't with the shits. So, I want all of you to also give me your opinion on this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, Ms.Fit, subscribe, and make sure you tell your friends to subscribe. Because you never know when a friend in need might just need my dumb advice. This is what I'm here for, people. This is what I'm here for. So let's get right into it, man. I'll start off by telling y'all, how I feel about it. So one half of me feels like it should be okay for you to have contact with your ex. Now, when I say contact, I mean it's okay to chat from time to time, to see about each other's well-being, check-ins, just brief to the point shit. Now, I think where it gets messy and mixy is when your ex becomes like a best friend and like this person is like in your day-to-day life. Now, I think if your ex is in your day-to-day life, that can be very tricky and not entirely fair to your new partner, right? So I'll give you an example. First example would be, when I was in a previous relationship, my partner at the time was very involved with speaking to their ex. Now, let me iterate. They would speak every morning. It was like legit, like on time every day, 9 a.m. a call in the morning. Right? Now, me, I don't consider myself a jealous person, and I don't consider myself insecure at all. So, at first it was just regular, like whatever, that's your ex. Obviously they're your ex for a reason. I don't really care. It doesn't concern me. But the frequency of this shit became suspicious. Now, as just a human being, you are a bit suspicious of why your current partner might want to fucking be talking to the ex so often. Now, how did the relationship end? Like, how are y'all so still fucking cool, right? So the back into that story was, they just parted ways because they just had differences, but they were very cool. So they felt like a relationship should be kept. Now, that was very, 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 very different for me because, I was never in a situation where my partner was like super cool with their ex. So a lot of this was new, and I was just like, as time went on, I'm like, nah, I'm not really with this shit. Like, it's really no reason for y'all motherfuckers to be talking every day at all. Like, why? Like, I don't get it. The bad part is this. It's not the speaking, right? It's not because, not that I thought for one moment that my partner was fucking with their ex. I didn't think that shit at all. My concern was, what are those conversations like, though? Like, in depth, right? So, like, for instance, y'all could be talking about a show. And the show, oh, man, did you see fucking Power last night? Oh, yeah, I seen Power last night. Yo, that sex scene was Angela, but that shit was crazy. Yeah, remember how we used to give it up? No. 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 Y'all can't have those type of conversations. That's what... No. That's when you put an X on the X. Y'all can't be talking about what y'all was... When y'all fucking... Y'all can't refer to times in y'all past. It gets iffy. This is where the shit really gets iffy at. You can't be discussing intimate moments in y'all past. That shit is uncomfortable for the person you with in the moment. That's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So me in this relationship, I'm like, nah, fuck that. Talking to exes is out the question. Fuck that. Now mind you, I never stopped talking to my exes, so I'm being an asshole creep motherfucker. I'm telling her like, nah, it's a dub. But me, I'm still talking to my exes because we fucking cool. But see, that's the fucked up part. It's like, maybe I didn't want them to talk to their ex because I knew how my conversations with my exes went. You feel me? Because at the time, like, you know, the exes that I was with, you know, they would say crazy shit to me. They would say, oh, like, oh, you with that bitch? I know that bitch ain't fucking you the way I used to fuck you. Now, those conversations is kind of crazy. So I know she must have had conversations with that motherfucker about shit like that. Alright, so I had to put an X on the X. Now, flip the script. In the next relationship I got into, I remained very cool with the ex we were just referring to, right? We were fucking cool. We really just broke up because there was a difference in like lifestyle and culture, and I just felt like, you know, we weren't bad with each other. We were good people. You know, we had great times, but it just wasn't something that I could see down the line. And like fucking adults, we parted ways. No fights. It just happened. We just broke up, remained very good friends. Now, I finally get into a new relationship. And my girlfriend is not with the shits. She don't want me in contact with my ex. She don't want me talking to my exes. And, you know, not that I could blame her. You know what I mean? I really can't blame her because I do understand. Because from her perspective, you know, these girls in the past have disrespected, right? You know, she's seen texts in my phones of them texting me some wild, stupid shit. So she has every right for not wanting me to speak to these people. Now, this is my new point of view after experience what I experienced and kind of just getting an idea. Now, I had different issues in that past relationship, and which is a huge part of why I felt uncomfortable with her talking to her ex. It's because we weren't connecting on the level that I felt we were there for the long run, right? So maybe subconsciously I was insecure, like, yo, we're not vibing like we're supposed to vibe. So maybe she's talking to her ex because they vibe how we supposed to vibe. And that's some kind of jealousy, if I want to be honest, right? So I think now, you know, just looking at that in retrospect, I'm like, oh shit, maybe I was fucking jealous and insecure because she didn't give me that security I needed to make me feel like, nah, it's all about you. We fucking getting married. We the fucking truth. So because I didn't feel like that, I'm like, nah, I don't want no distractions. I don't want you talking to your ex. I don't want you talking to nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like in the relationship I got into after that, how my girl mad at me for talking to my ex, maybe somewhere subconsciously with herself, she feels insecure, right? And yo, let me just tell you, don't call your girlfriend insecure because she's going to be fucking livid. You know what I'm saying? Girls do not like to be called insecure on no level. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't call her insecure. But women, men, y'all have to be real with yourself. We have some insecure fucking moments. And I think talking to your ex is kind of like some sort of insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't mind if my girl talks to her ex, unless I felt like that ex didn't have the right intentions. You know what I'm saying? If I felt like, nah, y'all be vibing on a different level other than friends, I don't really like it. Because I, at this point, feel very secure with my relationship. But again, that's because my girl has done that for me. She's made me feel like I'm the only one, and so I am way more secure in my current relationship than I am in any other relationship I've ever been. You know what I mean? So shout out to the wife for that. But how do y'all feel? Like, is it cool to still talk to your ex? You know what I mean? Because another thing in my head, right, when I think about that, I think about, well, what about all the love that you had for this person? Does it just evaporate when y'all break up? Does it just go away? I don't think that to be true. I feel like, in some shape or form, you still have some feelings for your ex. Now, it might not be sexual. It might not be, like in that type of way, but there's something in you that's like, yo, I care about the well-being of this person. You know what I mean? It depends on how it ended off. Now, if this person did you dirty, played you 80 times, and you hate that person, they fucking beat your ass, it's certain things where you're like, yo, fuck this person, go that way. You know what I'm saying? But no, if y'all ended on a mutual understanding, I feel like, yo, it's not a huge deal if y'all still interact from time to time. You know what I mean? So, ever heard of too much of anything will make you sick? So I feel the same concept with talking to your ex. Too much of talking to your ex will leave you in a bad position. With your current partner. But I feel like time to time, small talks, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I really feel like, we're human beings, for God's sake. Like, we should be able to interact with other human beings regardless of the last situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I personally should be restricted to who I can and cannot speak to as if I'm some kind of child. I feel like I'm an adult. I pay my own bills. I fucking, I take care of myself. My family is fine. I've earned the right to talk to whoever the fuck I want to talk to in life. Now, do I think I should be fucking calling my ex every morning? Fuck no. That's on some different level. Maybe you shouldn't be doing this type shit. So no, I don't really agree with that. But I'm super interested to know what all of you guys feel, and how do you feel about it? Have you ever been in a situation? Has something like this ever went left? Right? Because I also can speak to people that still have feelings for their ex. Now that is a whole different topic within itself, right? If you still have feelings, now I don't mean you care about their well-being. I mean you still love and want to be with that person. Then the first thing is, yo, you shouldn't be in a new relationship, because what end up happening is, you give the new partner the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? Because you can never really give your entire self to that person, because it's still with someone else. So, I know a lot of people say the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else. Okay, that might be. But don't fucking wife the next person you with, or fucking marry the next person you with, because if you still have feelings for your ex. Give your time to heal, man. Give your time to get over it. Give yourself time, like, to just flush those feelings out, if ever. And again, the feelings, I believe, will never completely 100% go away. I think the intent will change. Now, it will go from you loving this person and wanting to be with them for the rest of your life to just, I love them, I wish them well, but that chapter in my life is completely over. And once that happens, then I feel like you should get into another relationship. Don't give your new partner the short end of the stick, because it's just not fair to them, because they might be in a place where they can give their entire self to you, and if you're not, then you're not going to have a successful relationship. I'm telling you. You guys are going to end up just seeing the worst out of each other, especially coming from, the person who's still in love with their ex. You start giving your new partner expectations that they might not necessarily be able to follow through with, because you haven't even got a chance to learn that person and understand how they play a role in your life. If you're still focused on your past situation, you're never really in the present. You understand? And it's really hard to do that. And that's just with anything, you know what I mean? Not just relationships, but, if you're, it could be the simplest shit, man. If you're still in love with the car you have and you have some weird attachment to it, it's going to be hard for you to drive a new vehicle. You know what I'm saying? But if you're like, I'm over this fucking car, I want to get me some new shit. Getting in that new car, it's going to give you that new car feel. It's going to make you feel up again and right. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you completely get over shit before you get into shit. Because that shit is going to leave you in shit. You feel me? Yeah, man. That's the best advice I can give, because we all know that shit can go super left. You know what I mean? So, I say, hey, if you are in a relationship and you have a great friendship with your ex, I think that's something that should be spoken about in the beginning of your relationship to see if your partner is willing to accept this. Is your partner willing to be more understanding to this? Be transparent. Let them know the depth of the relationship. How often do you speak? Is there emotions there? Be very transparent. Because if you're honest with them up front, it makes things a lot easier. Opposed to being with somebody for a long amount of time and they're like, your ex is your best friend? What the fuck? It's fucking awkward. And I don't ever believe in wasting fucking time. So don't get into a situation that you can't get yourself out of, because it's just not the way to go. Now, this is Ms.Fit, Murder F Gang. My dumb advice. Is it still cool to be friends with your ex? Let us know. Bow.